fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis.
Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee.
And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Down the right sideline. He may go.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara.
66 yards.
And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Solid stiff arm. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Throwing is McCarthy. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. On 3rd down, here's Jones.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Slot man moves right.
1st and 10 at the
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Here's McCarthy. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing, Shuck. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That third down conversion good for 23.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 78 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Shuck now to throw. Open man downfield is Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Juwan Johnson, 55 yards. And the Saints have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Count 19! Count 19! Let's go! Dragon 60, 70 Lion!
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he takes us beyond the 35 before
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Check smash. Check top 60. Go check. Go check Buffalo 18.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Ready? 7. Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Check. Warrior 7. Street. Go.
Sticking with the pass. Here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Now McCarthy.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Come on. Set. Hawk. Mustang 19. Ready.
To the air with McCarthy. That is caught. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson
From 3 yards out.
and the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Shuck.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Pat the 60. Track and 60.
To throw now, Shuck. This one complete. It's Devon Vele.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
First down, Saints.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Let's go now. 72
Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about the sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
21, Vikings 7.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to the knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
First down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Jefferson, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
15 yards on the
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
McCarthy going to throw again. He gets it to Addison. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
McCarthy off the play fake. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. That's to his running back, complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll find Jones again, complete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Jones is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work at the
You sound big. Go for the start line. Shape.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Yeah, he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Shuck. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Shuck. That is caught by Vele.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for the Saints. First down. A gain of 21 yards. And the Saints
throwing Shuck.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
First down.
Throwing is McCarthy.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's McCarthy. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
No, I'll take that. I leave it alone. And pick it up off the floor.
And
Wow, what's
inside
that?
to Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
On play action, McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Hey.
J.J. McCarthy
Hey,
taking
move,
it
no,
in for the
move.
yard out. And the Vikings
Hey,
are
move.
back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment. As he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shuck now to throw. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to get the offense a chance.
So the first down lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Second and 12. Now Shuck.
He'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, 32 yards.
And the Saints will add to their fourth quarter lead. Now that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
That's why the girl in the booth, the dudes. I don't know why they do this shit. They just shot that motherfucker. Oh, shit. That's a man shooting you at the girl.
After getting this one across the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be second and a couple.
Gain of 8. Brings up second and
You don't know Trey right here. Be quiet.
Give to Jones.
Steve.
And he'll get it on a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
a 5-yard gain on the play. And the Vikings.
There will play action. Here's McCarthy. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. Touchdown, Vikings. Wardell Moore, 52 yards. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in when they were lining up with our defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now the lead is down to just one score. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. I mean, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
At the 43-yard line.
Dang.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck.
There's Jackson with a reception. And he'll get this one down here on the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Go ahead, y'all. Let's start pushing me. Please stop pushing me. Come on,
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, ball.
Ready, ready?
And that lines up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
19,
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara
From 17 yards out.
And the Saints are able to extend their lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Vikings 27.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 35.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On play action. Now McCarthy.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Vikings will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
The 13-yard line.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16.
The 16-yard line.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Saints. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock.